Weight loss is not normally at the very, very top of my list of hard-hitting stories to discuss, especially on a day when there's so much international news breaking. But then again, the guest to discuss the weight loss is not normally one of the great talents of the comedy scene. Today she is. She's currently working on a one-woman show for Broadway. This fall you can see her in David Chase's new movie, Don't Fade Away. The title of her website, insultcomic.com, pretty much tells you everything you need to know about her brand of humour. It's Lisa Lampanelli.
Hey, man.
Thanks
nice
for being
to see
here,
you.
Lisa. Great to see you. So let me get this straight and correct me if anything in this story is wrong.
Absolutely.
I'm going to lay out the events here as they happen.
Okay.
You used to be fat.
Yes.
And now you're not fat.
Well, by Hollywood standards, I probably still am, but for me,
But
this
for
is
you,
skinny.
For comedy standards, you're skinny.
Well, actually, for Italian standards, because, you know, if we're Italian, we eat till there's a death.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm skinny.
Uh-huh.
I'm anorexic.
I think it was...
food and men.
Okay.
So now I got neither.
Well,
Just
I
one
can give you
husband.
half of that, Lisa, if you know what I'm saying.
I am so lucky.
I want to go to the Google Hangout. Joining us in the Google Hangout, Dr. Jamie Kane is a physician specialising in weight loss solutions. Katie Lowe is a community member who recently lost 120 pounds.
Woo!
Incredible. Philip Henry is an aspiring comedian who also lost 30 pounds. And Randy Wilcox is an aspiring musician and songwriter who probably doesn't need to lose any weight and never has.
Not in the least. Just lose that horrible bedspread. What are you doing?
If I were eating a steak wrap right now and a thick shake, good for you, good for you. Katie, you lost 120 pounds. You look like you don't even weigh 120 pounds. How did that happen?
I weigh considerably more than that. It's purely diet and exercise, which I know it's sort of no great miracle, unfortunately. But it's taken 2 years.
But the miracle is that almost nobody can get the willpower to do that and to deploy diet and exercise in that way. What was the tipping point for you?
Well, to be honest, the payoff for me was quite big. When I first started out, I actually couldn't walk. I was on crutches all the time because of knee problems, which were a result of an accident, but also primarily they were because of my weight. So I was kind of starting from such a bad place, and after maybe 2-3 months, the differences I started to see, the fact that I started to be able to walk, was just incredible to me. And also, it's just so simple. Once you kind of get to a point where you understand how much you need to be eating and what exercise you need to be doing. For me, was just walking. It's just it just pays off so much that you kind of keep motivating yourself.
You know, there's a saying, I agree with her, there's a saying in the 12-step program, the solution is simple, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
So it's a very simple plan, but it's not easy for everyone to stick to it. And there are other factors at play when it comes to emotions and when it comes to why we actually have an addiction, that I think that's why you have to leave it up to everyone what they do.
Katie, save me here. I'm going to give you the last word.
Oh, really? I'm not sure I've got anything really to add. It's been quite interesting, but I'd just say, like, as much as I respect you for knowing that you needed the surgery, like, I think it's got to be a last resort, to my mind.
I think she's absolutely right. I think you have to try every single thing, and hopefully something else will work. But if you feel this is a last resort, do it. Don't be shy about it. Don't be ashamed. Be who you are and do what you need to do to help yourself and not worry what anybody else thinks.
Incredible. Thank you so much for being here,
I love
Lisa.
you.
It's an
Thank
absolute
you.
pleasure. Thanks to everyone in the Google Hangout. Look, I would say leave a comment in the comment well and look at the resources in the resource well, but really, what more do you need? You got Lisa Lampanelli. Stay tuned. The conversation continues as always on HuffPost Live.